A social audit is a tool that speaks to, it's led by the community. The decisions are not coming from from the top to down. It's a decision that are coming from down to up.
A social audit is an audit that is taken up by communities on services that have either been provided by government or their local municipality.
It's not only about the scale of the people that we've reached, but the meaningful impact that has connected these people. This film shows how social audits have grown and how innovations have helped with this growth.
So the social audit component comes in handy. The nice thing about it is that it's much closer to what the experience is of the ordinary people, because you can have something recorded in your books claiming that you were spending this money for such and such, when in reality those people in that place have absolutely no experience of that service. So I think for us, the social audit comes to narrow that gap for us, and I think we welcome this opportunity to interact with yourselves.
As Plan Act and IBP, we said, let's use this platform differently. That's why we introduced the whole notion of collaborative social audit.
We did a social audit in Wattville, and the project was a success because we were able to engage with the municipal officials, and there were some undertakings that were done.
Some of the leaders and the community members took the lessons out of the social audit and applied in some of the problems they were facing. And they were very successful. As we speak now, we have almost 121 people who have been relocated.
Silapha sisezindlini zethu ezintsha esizifumene kwamasipala. So sisifumene ngoba si-athende i-social audit, basifundisa uba xa nifuna amalungelo wenu ningena kweyiphi iminyango. Yingako ke silapha.
After the success of the Wattville social audit, the social audit network decided that it is best to scale up this type of social audit to 10 more communities for more evidence.
We then decided, together with the municipality, to collaborate further and do more social audits.
If we can connect communities around a single issue, it will be a lot more powerful. It would be a group of people from a range of communities saying this is a challenge for all of us.
The scale that we are talking about was not just about numbers, but it was about bringing people with shared vision, with common challenges, and with common understanding that they have to stand up and do something about this issue.
I'm talking on behalf of Egoruleni. I really appreciate what this social audit has done for me because I've added all the input for the next coming tender documents.
We decided as the social audit network that if we get individuals who have done a social audit before, they can share their experience with the 10 communities. The volunteer program worked really well because these volunteers or community members had first-hand experience with conducting a social audit. They were able to share their experiences with other communities. They were able to show that the social audit is the real thing and people can actually get positive results from the social audit.
The roof is clear, and transparent.
The story cannot even begin without mentioning Councillor Sibia from Wattville. The ward councillor there was very positive about the audit, and he saw it as a methodology that was going to help him to address the issue of the chemical toilets and the complaints from communities.
No, I was, chatting with one of our councillors in the Egoruleni, or Councillor Sibia, and he informed me about the Plan Act and actually how it assisted him and impacted on his ward.
We went to Johannesburg Water because we wanted to find a solution, an everlasting solution to the problem of sanitation.
And the exciting thing that happened was the managing director called on us and accepted our request to have a meeting.
After that meeting came out the positive results. That's when we knew how powerful this tool is.
But it was an experience for us. We were given these tender documents. We were seeing these tender documents for the first time.
Mining affected communities, United in Action and Action Aid South Africa, they are conducting social audits in 10 different mining affected communities all over the country.
We were able to focus on the social and labor plan, or an SLP. It's a list of legally binding commitments where mining companies promise to government that this is how they will contribute towards the social upliftment of that community. We have one community in the Northern Cape, we have 3 communities in Limpopo, and in Gauteng we are looking at 2 in the East Rand and in the West Rand. In KZN we're looking 1, and then in Mpumalanga there's Ogis, Impola, and Free State we also have Velkom. In the Western Cape, we are looking at working with Lutzville. And in Northwest, we are working with the Klerksdorp community.
So when we went through the SLP, we find out they said they've built a clinic and school. So in that school, they said they spent 1.5 million rand to help the school. We only find out they only spend 30 rand.
When we did the door-to-door, we managed to go into 88 households. About 90% of people in Sakuluma now had never worked at the mine or had not benefited anything from the mine.
We are aiming at conducting social audits in communities across South Africa with different minerals so that we could get a picture that whatever is happening through gold, coal, platinum, chrome, and iron ore, all the problems are the same, irregardless of the mineral and irregardless of the province.
There was a social audit in the Glenmore community. What made this really special is they conducted a social audit focusing on permanent infrastructure. And that was the first in this country.
The municipality of Ngoshwa had allocated a sum of money close to 3 million rand for the refurbishment of the Glenmore sports field. The municipality had come in and, according to the community, had messed up what had been their community treasure. We, together with the community, decided to use the social audit tool. This tool enabled us to request the information and to do a physical verification of what had been promised to the community. Through the assistance of the Social Audit Network, we got the services of Ubuchule Designs, who work within the built environment space. We wanted to have empirical evidence that this is what was said and this is what was done.
What we're going to do basically is that we're going to do a walkabout, pick up the obvious things, the obvious defects, they call it. 230 walls. They've used 140 mils block, and they have 230 wall specified. Now, already, your difference in cost is massive. We really have to wonder if everything that you see here is worth what is on the paper. Anyway, we'll take what we have. We'll use the information we have to build up the report, and the community can decide what happens next.
And the mina ndingubukeka ngiseza kuqhubeka ngisize ezinye izikwata camp ngizisize nge-social audit.
My plea to other communities is that let them use this social audit tool so that they can fast track, the service delivery issues.
The social audit network has played a tremendous role in just supporting and pushing us in the right strategic direction.
The social audit assisted us a lot, and I will also recommend, in fact, for other councillors to engage.
You can audit anything, any project that the municipality is going to implement. Communities can take it upon themselves. We are going to leave a skill and knowledge in communities.
It also reflects on the gap and the wider gap that is there between what an auditor is concluding and what the ordinary citizen is experiencing. So the point I'm making is, yes, insofar as the planning of our audits is concerned, there's no doubt huge opportunity for us to venture into this relationship.